You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our source today, Migrant Workers Officer-in-Charge Hans Cacdac. Yusek Hans, good to have you, sir. Let me begin. What is the latest from the DMW? What kind of assistance is being given to our kababayans in Israel?
Okay, yesterday our labor attaché and welfare officer visited the hospitalized OFW in southern Israel. He is the one whose right arm was grazed by a bullet. So he is fine. He is out of harm's way, and we provided the necessary assistance. Also, our labor attaché and welfare officer visited the so-called rescue areas where the Israeli Defense Forces would take our Filipino workers. And the Filipino workers there were fine as well, and assistance was provided. As it stands in our help desk, our 24/7 help desk, 83 OFWs or their families have sought assistance, 76 accounted for, and 7 remain unaccounted. And so we are still in coordination with our embassy in Tel Aviv and the Israeli Defense Forces and the Filipino community and their employers as well to locate the 7 unaccounted for.
Yeah, you know, Yusek Hans, no, I just spoke to Ambassador Lilo. Again, just clarifying details, also coming from the DFA. Dun sa 29 initially that was a problem, 23, ang sinasabi 23 have been found. Ang sinasabi ngayon 5 are unaccounted for and 1 for verification. Yusek, kung namatay. I know these numbers are moving, but I want to find out about yung pagbisita po dun sa isa na tinamaan po ng baril. Accidentally, ano po, sabi niyo he's well, and
yes, he's okay, yes.
And when is he expected to be discharged from the hospital?
Maybe in a week's time.
Okay.
And actually, meron pang isa, dalawa yung dinalaw. Yung isa was the other reported hospital case. But she's been out of hospital already, yung smoke inhalation case. So okay na rin siya.
Okay.
She's out of the hospital, and our labor attaché and welfare officer visited her as well and provided the necessary financial assistance. When I say financial assistance, I mean cash assistance, Pinky. So we gave the necessary cash assistance.
Yusek, what else will the representative, the DMW representatives, what else are their priority there now?
Yeah, of course, top priority would be the unaccounted for, and you've already mentioned in your interview with Ambassador Juni, and we're jointly in an effort with the DFA on this matter. The other challenge would be our personnel, our people already embarking on a visit, doing the rounds within the area. Of course, there are security risks, so there are coordinative efforts being done as well with the PE, with the embassy, and the Israeli authorities along these lines. Lastly, evacuation and repatriation plans, they have been in place since day one, and we stand ready at any given time, but we have to balance the situation. Bajuni is talking about a continuing tense situation, rocket fire, and so on and so forth. So we have to balance the situation with the advisory for all to stay indoors and not to move so far, or at least move from one place to another. So balansehin lang natin, Pinky, so that our people don't get the impression that mass repatriation and evacuation is already commencing, so that they would force themselves or want themselves to go out, to not stay indoors.
Right. And I guess it also follows, hindi ho ba, Yusek, that there are alert levels. There is a particular alert level where there is forced evacuation and repatriation, and we're not there.
That's right. We're working closely with the DFA on this matter. There are alert levels. The contingency plan itself has certain alert levels, what we call hold, evacuation, repatriation, and rehabilitation stages. So, tama yun. Alert level 3 is that which triggers voluntary repatriation, and alert level 4 is that which triggers mandatory repatriation. And hindi pa tayo nakakita ng alert level at this stage, so we're coordinating closely with our colleagues at the DFA.
We're not even in alert level 3. Hindi ho ba, Yusek?
No, no.
Opo.
Yes, at this stage, not yet, at least.
And what is siguro the long-term plan? Or maybe let's just say short-term plan, because this war might go on definitely for the next couple of days. We don't know how much longer. Ano ho ang plano sa mga kababayan natin sa Israel? And how many are they?
Yes, of course, ang kabuuan ay 30,000. Most of them are in the central and northern areas. In the affected areas, there's around 300 of them. And incidentally, we have a survey, Google survey. We emailed those in the southern parts, and at least 313 have marked themselves as safe. But having said that, of course, there's still that unaccounted for number. So we are planning to embark on evacuation and repatriation at the proper time. And as you mentioned, you aptly mentioned, it depends on the alert levels. And we are also in discussions with defense authorities to safeguard the evacuation and repatriation process. So rest assured, there is a contingency plan. There's a crisis committee in place already that's functioning. And it's just a matter of implementation at the proper time, proper moment.
Migrant Workers Officer-in-Charge Hans Cacdac. Sir, thank you so much for your time as well.
Thank you, Pinky, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.